So I like to think of it as a team. So I refer to my health team, my endocrine team, but actually I see myself kind of at the top of that pyramid, if that makes sense. And I've got, my consultants underneath me. I've got, surgeons there with them. And then, I have other practitioners as well who look after me, who I go to for different stuff, my gut health. I've got, people underneath that as well, levels underneath that. It's kind of like, it looks a bit like a pyramid, and I'm kind of at the top, and I'm in a way what's holding it all together. And so we create this team together. We have this sense of we are working towards the same goal, and being someone who's proactive and curious and enthusiastic about my health, that really, really helps kind of solidify that sense of teamwork, of collaboration, of joining together. What I've also learned about working in a team is that you have to respect and give space to the people who are working with you. And ultimately, as frustrating as it can be when, we're not getting the results we want, or we're not delivered the news we'd like, or mistakes get made, or, we have to go back in for a second lot of blood tests because the first ones didn't work. As frustrating and annoying as that can be, and kind of unacceptable on many levels, we're working together within a very, very imperfect system. If you're watching in the UK, you'll know that the NHS is under a huge amount of pressure right now. I have got to a point now where I completely trust my consultants, and I trust that they know what they're doing, and I trust that with a certain amount of interest and enthusiasm, and also discernment from me, that they're looking after me and they know what they're doing, and they are keeping to their side of things. And I have to let them do that. We have to let them do that. It's very easy to go wading in and start pointing the finger and saying, well, this is wrong and this hasn't worked, and if this were like this, then I'd feel this way. Ultimately, our team, they're human beings, and they're doing a job, and mistakes are going to get made. No one is perfect. And it's about learning from those and communicating about them as well, and that's why I said before, feel as though you can speak up. So I guess in a very long way, what I may be saying is cut the people around you some slack. And as I say, I know for myself, it's the hardest thing to do when, you go along. I've been along for a scan before. They've got me all ready. They've got me cannulas in, hooked up, you name it, and a signature has been left off a form, so they won't scan me, and they've told me that I have to come back another day. And I just think, oh my goodness me. And from where I am inside my head, do you know how blimmin' inconvenient this is? This is like the worst thing that could possibly happen right now. And I have, on occasion, I've absolutely put my foot down, and I've got what I wanted. On other occasions, I've put my foot down and I haven't. And I've also learned that sometimes when the things don't go the way that we want them to, it's not because someone's trying to be difficult. It's not because, people don't feel that we're important. Things just happen like that. And that's part of the experience of managing a disease, is that no part of it's ever going to be simple. It's not always going to be smooth. But there's a certain way that we can show up in that situation. And if we show up to our team, and whether we consider those people close, whether they're taking our bloods, whether they're radiographers, whether they're consultants, whoever they are, and whatever they're doing, ultimately we're working together. And if we show up with a certain amount of compassion for when things don't go the way we want them to, but also equally a certain amount of respect and appreciation for things when they do, a simple thank you makes the world of difference. So think of it as team. And you've probably heard the cliched expression, there's no I in team. And healthcare is kind of like that. There is an I because you are at the centre of it, but ultimately that goal that you're working towards has to be done together, because if you're going to try and do it on your own, good luck. Because I've tried to do that before and it doesn't work.